What's up, guys? I'm back. Are y'all ready to get red pilled today? Before I begin this video, can you guys hit that like button on the way in? Help support the channel. Thanks a lot in advance. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'm gonna give you a little update with my channel, and I'll be going through the little pages as you guys can see, just so you guys get a insight about what my channel is about. And I'm also going to be talking about all types of things. That's why I said, are you ready to be red pilled? So, yeah, no, there's a lot of things happening worldwide. I'm not mentioning any names. I'm not particularly care for any party of any kind or whatever. Um, I just know that there's a lot of changes happening in this world. And when you get someone saying they're going to bring in the golden age, um, that's deep for those who kind of understand that the golden age means a lot of things, depending on how you're looking at it. I mean, some secret societies can be using that term for whatever purpose they're using it for. In mythology, it was known as well, a golden age. Um, yeah, I think it's time to start paying attention because there's a lot of things happening worldwide and even in front of you. Because at the end of the day, we have to understand that there's more to life than we understand. And a lot of us have been looking to the stars. Whether you're religious or you're not religious, or, I'm sure that, you know, those people who always wanted to know, what happens when we die or all them type of things. I know I sound kind of dumb a little bit because you guys got to bear with me. I'm not still a great with videos. I'm learning to do these things correctly, of course, professionally, but at the same time, I'm being myself on my channel because I'm not here to be anyone's puppet of any kind. Um, I'm here to share my knowledge with you, the world, whoever may that be. Whether you in America, whether you in anywhere in the world where YouTube obviously expands. I just want people to get familiar with my channel, Alien Society. There's more to it than just the Valiant Thor videos that you guys see that I mentioned before. That was like in 2017. I don't like really going back on video because, the way I started it off by exposing this story of Valiant Thor in 2000 that came out. Well, I known it since 2012 that I got familiar with it. But before that, I didn't know quite anything about none of that. I knew about the Howard Menger story and all that stuff. So all I pretty much did was gather a lot of information from the 1950s, all the major players from the 1950s, like the Van Tassel, the George Adamski, um, Gray Barker, Howard Menger, like I said earlier. There's the big craze that happened back then. You see, a lot of people don't realize that those people were hoaxers back then, and there's hoaxers today. You see how these people are trying to make us believe that, okay, there's extraterrestrial life, but then there seemed to be some type of discrepancy because when you have, um, at the time, NASA was saying no, present any proof. Now, whether you believe that NASA's telling the truth or, are controlled by a specific group of people that would never allow anyone to know anything, um, draw your own conclusions. Um, but I believe that this might be a fake alien invasion that, people have been talking about for years and years. Project Bluebeam or something like that. Now, whether you believe in it or you don't, that's fine because If it's real, it's real, and if it's not, it's not. Um, all I know is that we've been living on a planet that a lot of us has been curious. Some of us have had faith in, a God. Some of us still do, of course. I mean, I'm not religious, but I do believe that something did create human beings on planet Earth. Yes. Now, do I believe there are extraterrestrials? Yes, of course. And that's where the Anunnaki and the Sumerians and ancient Mesopotamia come in, but also Africa as well. And I notice that a lot of people get caught up on too much on Mesopotamian history, which is good because they were the first known civilization where writing started, the wheel was created, um, the kingship was created, priesthood created. They were the first. So no one can say in this planet that they were the first when, in fact, right there in Mesopotamia, they were the first. Um, I do believe that human beings was created in Africa because science proves it. Um, Now, whether you believe that, some type of extraterrestrial race, whether you think they're Anunnaki or not, or God, right? Um, yeah, you got to believe whatever, right? At the end of the day, we'll find out when we die. We'll find out what's what, I guess, because life is a mystery, as we still know. You believe what you believe. And so I wanted you guys to know that this channel goes deep into extraterrestrial life and all types of scientific type stuff. But I'm definitely going to expose anything that I, via investigation, pick up with all the evidence to let everyone know that these things are false. These whistleblowers coming out, like I was just telling you guys not too long ago, these whistleblowers, I don't know whether you believe in them or not. I mean, I kind of did at one point, but now I'm beginning to start doubting these individuals because, I mean, if you really, that's what I'm saying. If you're really a whistleblower and you're really trying to tell people that this or whatever exists, why are they worried about the consequences of what they're going to be saying? Now I get it. If you have a family, kids, and your wife and children, and I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You wanna definitely not go as far as where you're putting your family in danger of any type. Um, but I don't know. I just think it's kind of odd that a lot of these now these new ufologists now, and especially the guys that like to make these documentaries. Um, Sorry if I just said it wrong. um, I'm not gonna say their names, but I'm sure you guys know who they are. They're always making it seem like they're in the front lines, exposing this extraterrestrial life and bringing out certain whistleblowers, and then they move doing their little TV skits, and that's how everybody starts doing the hey, let's buy your material, and there it is. I say let's see evidence, y'all, man. For real. That's why I did all these videos of the past. I want to see evidence. I don't want to hear individuals talking about, oh yeah, I've seen extraterrestrials. Listen, I don't want to hear none of that. If you have seen an extraterrestrial, I would say that present your evidence. Present your evidence. That way we know that you, as a whistleblower, are telling the truth. You're worried about, oh, I'm gonna be jailed. Oh, I can't say this because it's a dobster. I encourage everyone to go see. I think as the excuse me the website, the Black Vault. And if you guys know who that belonged to, his name is John. Oh goodness, I can't get his name right now. But he's a good guy, man. He's always bringing out information through FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, about U.A.P and all types of things. Like he always exposed, like he requests, he do FOIA requests, and then he gets his responses, and then he posts them for everyone to see, all of us. That's pretty cool, man. You guys support the guy, the Black Bolt. Check it out, y'all. Check it out, the Black Bolt. Um, and sorry for my, of course, I'm an amateur still with the YouTube thing because it's been a while since I've been on here. You guys just know I just started on it again. And so as I go along, I think I'll get the hang of all this stuff. Even though I was supposed to use the OBM program, the system, and I'm still trying to learn that. I know some people are like, "Really? It's so easy to do." Well, I'm not Mr. Computer Genius, So I do look up a couple other videos on YouTube and check it out, but I still figure I do videos this way. In my own little originality. I like to keep it pure. For now, until my channel expands, please hit that like button, y'all. Show a little support for the channel. And actually, you actually supporting the channel every time you hit the like button. Um, and thanks a lot in advance. As you guys can see, I've updated a lot of these Valiant Thor stories um, that I posted it back in 2017. You guys can see all the videos, and I still waiting for anyone to tell me that this Valiant Thor story is fact. I've seen people posting videos saying that it's fact and it really isn't, and I stand by that. Check out my videos and y'all see why it isn't real. Neither is the George Adamski story that I'm sure many of y'all heard the George Adamski story, the Howard Manges story. All those stories of the 1950s were all hoaxes, and I got all facts. That's what I show in my videos. Not only that, I go into a lot of different type of things, biblical stuff, not getting religious, but also bear in mind that the Bible is connected to ancient Mesopotamia as well, whether you believe it or not. Remember, the first civilization started in Mesopotamia, but it doesn't mean that life began there. Life began in Africa. So I guess we can say that's the Apsu from the Sumerian myth, right? Um, Yeah, so you guys saw that I posted about Abraham, and there's a lot of connection between, of course, the Hebrew Bible guy Abraham, the patriarch. Um, he was born in ancient Mesopotamia in the city of Ur, like I said, where the god Nanar was worshipped. That's why a lot of people they point out, not some scholars, man. Some of them just try to keep it Hebrew. Like they don't try to tell you, oh, well, this one came first, so this one goes first. They stick it on Hebrew, the Hebrew Bible, that it must be that and only that, and that's the only source that came before any other source. But there's many scholars today that agree that the Hebrew Bible's Genesis story did not appear before ancient Mesopotamian story, the Eridu Genesis. Um, and it kind of tells me that Abraham would be the one who adopted the Sumerian Eridu and passed it down to his generation of children. And there you have a Bible. But hey, some people may believe it and some people may not. Because some people think that the flood story of Noah is not Suisudra just because Suisudra is considered a king and Noah is not. But at the end of the day, it's one and the same person. It's the same storyline, and I'm not trying to get into it, but check out the video yourselves. I posted about that. I posted about the drones and how I believe that, there's a lot of things going on. And I just think it's weird that a new administration came in, and before he came in office, Trump did say, after a day in the office, I'm going to tell you guys this. But then we waited a week later for him, no, for the secretary lady to tell us that, it was private people that like using drones and they like investigating and researching and not letting us know exactly what they're researching in our skies. But I guess people don't tend to pay attention to those type of things. Now you don't see the news talking about drones anymore, right? It's now something else. Notice how they're switching from here to there to there to there because there's a lot of things happening worldwide. There's a big change happening. You just got to pay attention. Um, Even within the individual on planet Earth, there's many of us that are starting to see things that they thought were not possible. Like, the starseed stuff. But I tend to say that I think a lot of people get too caught up in egotistical stuff there when they trying to say they're the star seed and hey, I'm a, leaders and all this. I get it, but you're the captain of your soul. That's one part that I definitely caught, which ties it all to the law of one, I believe. Um, I got all tons of videos that I hope that all of you check them out. They're very interesting videos. You'll see me talk once again about how Howard Menger's story is not the same story as Frank Ernest Strange's story. That he claimed that his Venusian, that he called Valiant Thor, would go there to Howard Menger's home in Highbridge and sat there and took notes and all that BS. Um, Also, I put the investigation about Jack Barber, the guy who just recently came out like 2 weeks or 3 weeks ago on I think it was the News Nation channel with Ross Cohart, and they showed this video of what seemed to be an egg on a helicopter, or a helicopter carrying an egg shaped vehicle of some sort, or balloon, who knows, right? Because it looked like a balloon to me, like I said. I also deep dive into George Adamski for the 1950s stories. I deep dive into that. You guys might like that, man, because all this ties into all this ufology stuff today. I mean, if you want to call me a ufologist, whatever, I'm really not. I mean, I do believe that, yes, we're not alone in the universe, but I need to see some evidence myself because it's not easy to just believe all these individuals that claim that they had contact with some type of beings of whatever. Because sketches doesn't do it, and talking about it doesn't do it. Evidence, however, does. So that's what we'll be waiting for. Um, Goodness, I wish that that going back to that Department of Revealing the Government Secrets run by the Congresswoman there, Luna. I was hoping that they tackle the U.A.P phenomenon thing first. Wouldn't that be the first thing they think about, considering it has something to do with scientific breakthrough, if indeed there is extraterrestrial life on planet Earth? Hey, I say they would, right? They should have went with that first. I just don't understand why all these distractions. There's so many distractions. People are so distracted they don't see. Like, if they're for the people, okay, well, the people should be telling them, no, let us know about these UAPs. What is that? No disrespect to anyone, how you believe, or anyone's memories or anything like that. No disrespect at all. But for me, I was more interested in the release of scientific breakthrough, not with just technology, but with extraterrestrial life. I mean, NASA did say there's over 500,000 exoplanets. So, I mean, you go figure, right? We don't know what's on these planets. They could be breathing life, or there could be non-breathing life there. You could look at it in two ways. Um, all I say, y'all, is you decide. You decide. Because it just seems like we're all distracted. Everyone is distracted with all the distractions that are going on worldwide, because a lot of moves are happening right before our eyes. Right before our eyes. Now, you can call this a conspiracy theorist if you like. I don't care. What I'm trying to say is that there's a lot of distractions worldwide and we're not paying attention. But like I said, if we really wanted the release of information regarding the U.A.P phenomenon, because NASA's last administrator said they don't know what UAPs are, but they're not of extraterrestrial origin. So right there, he left an opening because he didn't say what they are. I mean, It's just weird how they don't think that extraterrestrial life can be multidimensional. They can be multidimensional if they're very highly advanced. We're talking about a species that's highly advanced and created human beings. Goodness, we're talking about the gods, right? Of ancient times, the Enki, the An, the Enlil, and I see how people be struggling going back and forth saying Enlil is Yahweh, no, Enki is Yahweh, but at the end of the day, they both were under the name Yahweh, considering it was, at least in my opinion, the four represent the four of them, the four major gods of ancient Mesopotamia, which was An, Enki, Enlil, and Ninhursag. But hey, to each his own on that one. So, yeah, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. And I hope you guys liked this video today. Let me know your thoughts on any of my videos. Hit those comment sections. Feel free to ask whatever, and I'll definitely answer you guys. Um, I'm still working on a lot of things for this channel. Eventually, it'll come up. I'll let you guys know eventually. But I'm trying to grow this channel. I'm at 1,500 right now. And it's because of you guys. So I thank my subscribers as well. The 1.553,000 subscribers. Thank you for being part of this channel. I appreciate you. Um, and if you haven't been, and for those that are not from this channel, I appreciate you too, because obviously you're watching this video because you appreciate the content or you're curious about the content. So welcome. And so I'm out, y'all, on to the next video. Peace.